Alright, Shalom to the elect of the nation of Yasharala, the elect of Yahushai. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Hamashiach, Yahushai, Wa Bahar Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and labor in this word and doctrine, as they are the true teachers for the nation of Israel and earth today. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Your brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners of the earth. And to you few sisters, who are doing the right thing. To you I say Shalom. And Adawan Ratazar, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And, what you see in front of your screen right now, it's just despicable behavior. And it comes from the man of sin. Shocking these times that we're in, right? Now, this is an article from the Daily Star, dated 24th of May 2022. So more or less a recent article. Alright. And it goes on to read the headline. It says, "Sick bestiality farm where pervs bought sex with animals and mice were covered in lube." Warped Douglas Spink unapologetically promoted sex between humans and animals during a raid at his farm. Officers discovered, among other horrors, a British man who had paid to have sex with 3 dogs. Man. You see, man, and that's these devils, man. It's absolute, disgusting. Straight away, that reminds me of the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16, I believe. "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person," and profane just means outside the temple, "or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." See? This man is, if he even is a man, he's a beast, really. This man is just pure wicked and vile. And that's the history of these so-called white people. There's nothing new. And it's a shame that even, women of our nation, Israelite women, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners, you actually find this man attractive. You actually want to date this man. And you want to date these other heathen women too. These other heathen men too. And, and these other heathen women, because, it's Pride Month. And that's why these devils have to be, they have to be destroyed. And they push this type of behavior and normalize it as if it's something that has been ingrained, in the human mind, growing up, as if it's normal, like that we've all been like that, we've all had thoughts like that. No, the devil, these Edomites have had thoughts like that. And anyone else that has followed that man. It's the book of Exodus 22 and verse 19. "Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death." Right? There it is, plain, simple. You commit sexual acts with an animal, death penalty. Here you have the Lord created woman, and the word woman literally just means, a female servant, because the woman's supposed to serve the man. Here he gave you a woman, you go resort to an animal. Man, it's just, see this. That's why, the Lord has to come back quick, because it's just, just disgrace. It's another precept. This is Job chapter 30 verse 8. They were children of fools, right? Yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. You know, behind closed doors, man, these devils do all sorts. You know, even your, Edomite neighbor with your, with their pets. Hey, man, them pets ain't right. All right, they're doing all sorts of stuff with, with, with their pets. And then so lucky if you're, eating at this current time. I just saw this article. I had to bring it out, man. I didn't mean to put you off your appetite or anything like that. See, and it's no shock because these devils are into all sorts of abominable acts. You know, pedophilia, all sorts. It's nothing new. Let's go back to the article. As we read further down, it says when cops raided Douglas Spink's farm, they expected to find evidence of bestiality. Right, but the level of depravity and grim details were enough to leave even the most hardened law enforcement officers sickened. They couldn't stomach that. They could not stomach that. They had to leave. It left the law enforcement officers sickened, man. It's changed their... That's affected them, man. I bet you throughout their career, that's... it's been the most shocking thing they've probably come across. Let's get back to scriptures. Leviticus 20. Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. Right. So both the individual and that beast must be put to death. Now that beast has been defiled, it's been tainted. Or else that beast would, if it was to live, and the Lord's righteous for doing that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because if that beast was to, impregnate another, it'll taint it. It'll taint the offspring. And then, that could, if it was, God forbid, a cow or something, and then, it happened to be slaughtered, and then, further on through the time, it gets processed into food, you have your beef burgers, etc. And most I forbid you end up eating that. It's, I'm going with that, it's disgusting. Verse 16, and if a woman, alright, approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast, they shall surely be put to death, their blood should be upon them. Alright, so you women aren't exempt neither. Same thing applies. You see, and this is pushed forth throughout, Babylon the Great. Probably legalized in certain states. And if it was up to this damn devil, this would be the norm across the world. It would be made legal everywhere. And there's nothing you could do but to accept it. That's why the Lord would... Oh man. It should vex his spirit just being in this captivity, man. That's why we hasten the day. That's why we send up prayers constantly. Examine ourselves. Or else no flesh should be saved. Scripture says, roughly paraphrasing. Alright. Get back to the article. It says, the Hilltop Farm in Whatcom County, Washington State, just a few miles from the Canadian border, was home to Spink as well as dozens of animals, including horses, dogs, and mice. See, so various pets and various animals that, he had. Officer sees the animals along with the thousands of images of bestiality. So you have pictures of them as well. A British man, Stephen Clark, was also detained after he apparently paid Spink to have sex with 3 dogs. Oh, I don't know. See that? Pure wickedness. You actually see, he paid the man to have intercourse with 3 dogs. You know, these devils, man, they're the reason why the animals are, you know, killing themselves or somehow turning into homosexuals. Because, you know, the earth mourneth. In fact, let me get that. I think it's Romans. Is it 8? It's a clear indicator who, you know, who the devil is and who the earth, you know, has been given into the hands of, you know, these Edomites. Job 9:24. Romans 8, verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Right up until this very moment in time. The whole earth is out of course. Alright? Animals are out of course. Extinct. Loads of species extinct. Alright? Everything from the plants up. Plants, trees, you know, insects. Everything. They're in pain, man. They're just, as the scripture says, man, you know, they're groaning. That's why these devils need to be taken out. You know, they can't even get to live like they're supposed to live, free. And, you know, and from a young age, man, these Edomites, man, they think all sorts of wicked, disgusting things. And Lord knows what he's been doing in his youth up until now. Alright. Verse 23, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Alright? That's why we hate it here. We absolutely hate it here. Because you have to witness these things, you know, every day you get up, you go to work, or, you know, it's just another day in, you know, in captivity. You have to, you know, you got to hear and see these things. You got to see, you know, with it being Pride Month, you got to see the Alphabet Gang go about their thing, and, you know, and it's just vexing. It's stressful. It's not a place to raise children. You know, Isaiah 4:1 will come into play. So, you know, brothers, just be patient. You know, those who are, you know, have, you know, a woman, wait until the kingdom, man, 'cause it's just around the corner. Right. Let's go back. To Leviticus 18. Verse 23, neither shall thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It's confusion, right? Yeah, like I mentioned before. Straight up death penalty. If you want, you can get it in the NLT. A man must not defile himself by having sex with an animal, and a woman must not offer herself to a male animal to have intercourse with it. This is a perverse act. You can't get no plainer than that. Cannot get no more plain than that. Let's get back to the article. He was charged after a search of the property found a video of the gruesome act. You know, he could have been like, filming all this, yeah, which, that's what was happening. I'm probably putting up on a website and selling it, and then people buy it. Who knows? One of the most horrifying discoveries, though, according to police, was that of mice with their tails cut off and their tiny bodies covered in petroleum jelly, which is Vaseline. So, cut off the tails, covered the covered the mice in Vaseline. Officers quickly formed the belief that Spink was running an illegal commercial bestiality farm. Oh yeah, exactly. Right, there you go. See that? Look at the face. See? That horse is happy. It's disgusting, man. Yeah, man. From young, that's why they like to get on all fours and just do weird things. It's in their nature. It's in their nature. He's probably having dreams about the animal. Animals loving them back. Probably tried to put a ring on the creature. Man, that's why hey man, if it was up to this devil, man, he would have destroyed the whole earth. I'm gonna end it out with Proverbs chapter 4 verse 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness, they know not at what they stumble. Right? The devil can't be changed. And that's why he must repent, man, because, hey, the Lord's bringing judgment. This is the year of turning up, deemed by Apostle Taha. The year 2022, the year of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai turning up. It's turning up on the left-hand side as well as the right-hand side. And with what's going on, hey man, it behoove you to, move out of the way of the Lord's judgment and repent. So with that, I'm just going to end it there. Again, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Well, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. With that, say shalom to the elect. So shalom.